we just got on tight, and I think we've just been friends ever since, and I think we really do bond on the field and off the field.
You guys on the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, it's funny because if you look at Pat White's records, so he's rushing and passing records, which is, for me as an old quarterback, it's phenomenal to have his numbers on the ground and in the air. And if you combine those with what Steve, what you did, you guys are off the charts. Nobody's that combo. Nobody's going to beat ever.
Get him to the Texans.
My last question.
Bring him to the Texans.
And you guys light it up together on the Texans.
No, there's one thing I want to know, which is, can Pat play in the NFL? You played with him for 3 years. He was your starting quarterback. Do you think he can? And you played for a year now. You've seen Sage Rosenfels and Matt Shaw, on your team, and of course you played, other clubs. You've seen NFL quarterbacks. Do you think Pat can make it as a quarterback in the NFL?
I think Pat can make it in whatever he wants to do. Pat is just, that rare breed of just a leader and a competitor. I think that's probably the thing that draws us together. We're competitive. We compete in everything, every little thing and every big thing. I think, and he makes plays regardless of where he's going to be. I think he can make them as well.
That's good. We certainly hope to see that. He's off to a good start with his performance in the Senior Bowl, and I'm sure some of the other combines that are going to be going on, which is half the battle. Questions for Mr. Steve Slaton, our special guest today. I know Mountaineers have. He's agreed, Amy, to do your jersey signings. Go ahead.
Did he really have to make breakfast for you every morning?
No, he didn't. We've been on silly things, but a couple times we make breakfast, but I also have the best food. Who's faster? I say it was a tie. I won 1 year, he won 1 year, so we'll leave it as a tie.
Did you race on the field, or where'd you race?
Up High Street.
Nah.
That was up.
There you go.
Law School Hill.
Yeah.
We have like Mountaineer Olympics. Everybody wants to race, so we race at the end of everything.
Have you talked to Rich Rodriguez since you left?
Oh, that's a good question.
He texted me probably about around Christmas time and after my son was born.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. Have you talked to him at all, or just sort of a quick text message here and there?
I talked to him on the phone once before, but usually just text message.
Yeah.
What do you think of Houston?
I love it. Happy to be here.
Good answer.
I plan on it.
Absolutely.
If they keep me, I'll stay.
If not, there's a whole bunch of real estate agents in this room.
Steve had one of the best rookie seasons that running backs had in a long time in the league.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
be shocked if the Texans don't see him as a keeper.
Steal a video.
Yeah.
I saw him perform during the first win, and it was awesome.
Mm.
Just absolutely awesome.
Bill.
Yeah, first of all, Steve, I want to congratulate you on having a fabulous transition from college to professional sports. You showed heart and effort, as Albert just said, like we haven't seen in a long time, from a young man coming in from a significant transition from college to pro sports, and just look like you've been there all your life. You did a great job. But let me ask you, we always hear that it's a much faster, stronger game. How did it feel for you coming from West Virginia, playing in the Big East, to playing professional football? Was it a big difference to you? I mean, what was it like?
It is a big difference. You definitely tell the difference when you first step on the field at first practice, but with the mini camps and TAs and training camp, I think that's probably one of the best things for a rookie. I mean, it gives you a chance to adjust to your team and adjust to the speeds and how it's going to be all season. But I think the biggest thing that helps me succeed is just be loving to compete. I love to see go against everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You were there, man.
Yeah. You guys, Houston rooting for you.
I actually thought, as I was following your season, I thought the playing 10, 11, 12 games. You're playing 16
Preseason games too.
Yeah, and you got 4 preseason games, and you got a 5-week mini camp or training camp going on. But I got the sense you actually got stronger towards the end of the season, which was I thought a huge tribute to yourself and the way you stayed in shape and the training that you went through. Because that's a tough thing when you're in week 14.
Yeah,
You know,
and
particularly when you're not in the playoff hunt, you
Yeah.
know, and you guys can kind of let up even if they don't mean to, but they, you know, it's just subconscious to let up a little bit.
the hurricane made it 15 weeks straight.
That's right. You survived the first hurricane, obviously.
Yeah, it was an experience. My house was shaking. I think I
First and last, hopefully.
Woke me up in the middle of the night, and my house shaking. I'm worried if it was going to fall through.
A question that I have, maybe a little bit too football specific, but, you know, with Rich, you were running the spread, right? And you weren't running the spread when you got to the Texans. I mean, you ran out of the shotgun a good bit, but, you know, you also ran out of the eye a good bit, right? You had some traditional fullback there. Was it a shock for you at all to adjust, or was it no problem?
I think it was easier. I mean, it was an easy adjustment for me because, I mean, you're running the shotgun. You're on the left side, you're on the right side. Right. You really, you know, I mean, you're not giving the defense a different look. And Rich Trickett, he coached under Coach Gibbs, so we were in zone scheme out of the gun. So that was an easy transition because I watched film of his teaching. So it was just, I mean, did 3 years, so this is just like my 4th year of college, man.
We want you to graduate too, by the way.
Yes, I do. That's one thing I promised my mom I'd do.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
Do you think the Wildcat might develop into the NFL
Oh,
the more than it has already?
I think a lot of things would be probably taken from college. Just like a Wildcat, I don't know if you pistol. Pistol running back lines behind the quarterback and he's in the shotgun. A lot of things, it's just a different look because a lot of the NFL run the same plays, it's just different calls. So I think they'll look for other things from college, but I mean, everybody on this level is a professional. Everybody's their best at their position, so it's really not going to work that well. I think once everything's all said and done, the Wildcat part will be running along.
It's a fad.
Yeah, it's a fact. It's just something, a new wrinkle.
Yeah.
The team defense is going to iron that out.
So did you have any idea, you know, as you were going up to the draft, that the Texans were interested in you, or did you have some inside information? Did they call you?
No,
ask you more questions? or any other-
Everything was still up. I was supposed to visit with Atlanta. They canceled my flight down there, so I didn't have to go. But it was just waiting around, hurting to wait. And then the first day went by, the second day went by. It was just happy to get that call.
Yeah, I bet you were.
Somewhat warm.
What are you going to take us to the Super Bowl next year?
Oh!
Let's cut to the bottom line here.
Ray.
Breaking even.
We'll do better than that, a lot better than that.
That was the first touchdown.
That was the first touchdown. It was just a long time coming. It's better than any touchdown I ever had.
Awesome.
Of course.
Yeah.
Sports room in the house.
You talked about some of the schools, college, wanting you to play defensive back. Coming into college, there was talk. I remember watching the NFL Network combine, talking about you having to, maybe try out for wide receiver. Is that one of your biggest motivators? As you went into the combines and kind of reminds you, that whole college recruiting process again.
I think it's been like that on every level for me. I think every level I've been since high school, I succeeded since through the door, but it's always been doubt that I just always wanted to prove myself, always wanted to do something I wanted, like a hard-headed kid. Do whatever I can to do it.
That's a lot.
Where's your most memorable game with the Flying WV on your helmet?
Ooh.
Most memorable game, I would just say our first real big game was against Virginia Tech my freshman year. Watching Virginia Tech and seeing them be a powerhouse in high school and have a chance to play against them and be able to do well, it felt like that was just a breath of fresh air. It felt like if I could do this against them, then not too many teams are going to be able to hold me down.
Yep.
Was that in Morgantown or in Blacksburg?
That was in Morgantown.
Come in ranked, go home spanked.
Yeah.